missing woman's name is Jeanette Mayo. She's 26, single. Last seen here in Carver Road exactly a week ago on her way to work.
Where's work?
The Bird's Nest pub restaurant. She was working there part-time as a waitress.
What about her home address?
Riskin Road.
Well, that's not far.
No.
So why the backpack?
Apparently she doesn't like to be seen in her waitress uniform, so she carries it. Quite an individual by all accounts. So far, the newsagent seems to have been the last one to see her.
Done a great job, Polly.
Oh, yeah. I can think of better things to do. Where to now, then, sir?
Across the road, Polly, then down Larkhall Avenue.
Right.
Uniform have been making all the necessary inquiries, but the lady seems to have vanished into thin air.
Sir?
How's it going?
Yeah, not too bad. We've had a good turnout. Are we getting any help?
I don't know yet.
Excuse me,
Yes, love.
the woman who's missing. I think I remember seeing her.
Right, can you give me your name, please?
Eve McCarthy.
And your address?
Can't believe it. I thought for a minute it was Jeanette.
What's the CID connection?
Denise Fletcher, similar age to Jeanette. She went missing from this area 3 years ago on her way home from work. She was found murdered.
Yeah, I know that.
Is this going to do any good?
Well, we hope so, Mr. Mark.
But is it going to help us find our daughter after a whole week?
We're hoping it might help to jog a few people's memories.
It's great, innit, when it has to come down to this?
Yeah, well, you didn't exactly do her any favours, did you?
Mr. Scott, has this helped you to remember anything?
Nah. Besides, I've already told you, lot. Jeanette and me split up a couple of months ago.
But it can't be that much of a coincidence, Gov, can it?
Why not?
Same area, similar circumstances.
Is there any evidence to suggest that this woman is another victim?
Well, no, not really.
And it's not a CID matter, is it?
So what are we supposed to do? Wait until we find a body?
Yeah, that'll do it.
Well, that's it, Polly. She wouldn't have gone any further than the pub.
Right, sir.
So we'll wrap it up, then I'd like to take another look at her flat.
Well, do you mind if I get changed first? I don't want to go there wearing this. George could run me back.
All right, see you at the flat. Thanks, Ron.
Liz, people go missing every day, and most of the time they're only missing in the minds of the people who want to find them.
Yeah, and the highest percentage of missing persons are men.
So I know that. I also know that this is a uniform job. Mr. Munro set up that reconstruction. We didn't.
Because a whole week's gone past without a word from the missing woman. Now, if that isn't cause for concern, then what is?
But no one's thinking suspicious death, Liz, except you. So, all right. Jeanette Mayo. What's her background?
She lives in a flat on Wiskin Road. Her parents live locally.
Does she own a vehicle?
No, apparently she spends all her money on her studies.
What studies?
She's doing a part-time postgraduate course in psychotherapy and counselling. But she'd hardly run away from that, would she?
I would.
you okay?
Me? Yeah, I'm fine.
Yes, well, Reg and Gary are doing a follow-up at the moment, and George has the names of a couple of people it may be worth talking to. I just hope the lady isn't wasting our time and theirs.
How do you mean, sir?
Well, in the past, I've known people to make sudden decisions. Just take off, start a new life.
Well, she hasn't gone missing before.
No.
And even when people start a new life, most of them put their old life in order first. I think she would. I mean, this place is tidy. I'd say that's the way she lived. It's only a small flat. I mean, she'd have put this away, and then there's all her notes and textbooks, and then there's the bedroom. I mean, her clothes are in the wardrobe, the bed's made. No, I'd say she wasn't going anywhere apart from work. She was coming home again.
Hello again.
Oh, right. Well, you better come through.
Thank you.
I'm sure it was a week ago that I saw her.
This was on the Friday?
Yes, Friday morning. You see, on a Saturday, I always do a big shop in the superstore by Canley Market. But on a Friday, I always buy a few things in Canberra Road, so I don't have too much to carry when I do my big shop.
Oh, right. Any idea what time this was?
Must have been about 9:30. Walking along with that bag on her back. I remembered her clothes. She looked sort of, well, you know, arty.
And this was in Canberra Road?
Yes.
Where exactly?
Near the newsagents. She walked right by me.
And was she alone?
Yes. Don't know how you could do what you did.
What's that?
Dress up to look like her. I couldn't do it. Dead man's shoes and all that. Because I expect she's dead, isn't she? Pretty girl like that. Expect some maniac's done away with her.
Where did she go when she walked past you, Mrs. McCarthy?
Well, she'd started to cross the road.
Which road?
The main road, as if she was heading for Larkhall Avenue. There was a lot of traffic passing then, so she had to wait.
Did you actually see her cross the road, though?
No. That's the funny thing. I turned away for a minute. When I looked back, she'd gone. She wasn't in the road and she wasn't on the other side of it.
Well, maybe you just lost her in the crowd.
There weren't many people just at that moment, not in the road. And if she crossed over, I'd have seen her.
And you didn't see her at all after that, no?
No.
OK, Mrs. McCarthy. Thank you very much for your help. What's the name of the road by the newsagents?
Frank Street. It runs into Whitegate Estate.
Yeah, her parents live there.
I know.
And her ex-boyfriend lives on the other side of the estate. She could have doubled back. Are you all right, Polly?
But why does everybody keep asking me if I'm all right?
Because you've been acting funny ever since we started this reconstruction, that's why.
Yeah, well, I'm fine. Come on, let's go back.
Back where? Right, you satisfied?
No. Right. It was about here.
What was?
Well, I felt like I was being watched.
Yeah, well, of course you're being watched, Polly. That was the whole idea of it.
No, not like that, George. Not the people in the street. Someone else. Someone different. Just watching me.
I hope this is good news.
We're still looking, Mrs. Mayo. Can we come in?
What is it?
Nothing, but still looking.
You needn't have bothered to go to all that trouble this morning.
It's far too early to say that, Mr. Mayor. We're still waiting for people to come forward, and some already have.
What did they have to say?
Well, we think it's possible that Jeanette didn't go straight to work on the morning that she disappeared.
Where else could she be going?
Well, she could have been coming here or in this direction.
Dave and I would have seen her, wouldn't we? She'd have called by.
Well, when we asked you before, you said things were all right between you and your daughter.
Well, that's right.
So you got on all right together, did you?
Of course we did. I mean, we may not have seen eye to eye on some things.
What things?
That's our business, surely.
We're just trying to build up a picture of your daughter, Mr. Mayo. The way she thinks, the things that worry her. It all helps us.
Well, we have had a few arguments recently.
What, you and Jeanette?
Yes.
Well, what about?
I suppose We don't like the way she's been living her life just lately.
You mean with her ex-boyfriend?
No, not him. She's well shot of him.
Why?
Because he's not good enough for her, that's why. We realised that the moment we saw him, didn't we?
Yeah.
Calls himself a salesman? That won't last. Who'd want to buy anything from him? And when they were going out together, we never saw Jeanette on her own. He was always with her. He wouldn't let her out of his sight.
What did you and Jeanette argue about?
Well, it wasn't exactly an argument. She's not the kind to argue. We had to let her know what we thought.
About what?
She had a good job, didn't she? In an office. A good career. We were proud of her then. Now look at her. Walking round like some dropout.
You can't reason with her, you see. She's always been stubborn, even as a little girl. Always wanted to go her own way. I suppose that's because she was an only child.
She should never have left home when she did.
No.
And as for this course she's doing, what's the point of it? I mean, people leave college and go straight on the dole. Qualifications don't help you these days. And then she had the nerve to tell us she's working in a pub.
We tried to talk her out of it, but she's got a mind of her own. And just lately we hardly saw her. Always too busy, she said. One day I went round there, I was just to pop round, and she wouldn't even let me in.
Well, apart from the one you gave us, do you have any other grown-up photos of Jeanette?
No, I don't think we have.
You don't happen to know why Mark and Jeanette split up, do you?
Oh, yes. Well, it's obvious, isn't it? He was too possessive.
I'll tell you what, we'll just take a shift you down here. There'll be time for you to take over, okay? Hey, son. Come on. Come out here. What's your name?
Byron.
Byron what?
Byron Wilkins.
What you got behind your back, Byron?
We didn't do nothing. We found it.
Come on, show me. Where'd you find this, Byron?
Over there.
Hello, Mr. Scott. Remember me?
Yeah, of course I remember.
Can we talk for a minute?
Look, I've got a meeting in half an hour.
Won't take long.
Yeah, all right. You ain't found her yet, then?
Not yet, no.
You know what? You nearly got it right this morning. The looks, the clothes, everything. When I first saw you on Canberra Road, I thought it was Jeanette coming home.
Mr. Scott, you said you weren't in Sun Hill the morning she went missing.
Yeah, that's right.
You sure about that? You couldn't have made a mistake with the date?
Nah. I was in Birmingham last Friday morning. I stayed over Thursday night. I didn't get back till, what, late Friday. Look, I'm sorry, but I can't afford to miss this appointment.
You see, it's possible that Jeanette could have been coming to call on you last Friday morning.
Coming to see me?
Well, it's only a possibility.
She ain't wanted to see me for ages. Anyway, if she had to come round, my next door neighbour would have said she don't miss a thing. What about that college she went to? Maybe they know something.
Yeah, we've tried. She goes there once a week for a lecture. She hasn't turned up this week.
She was all right till she started that course. Psychotherapy, I mean, who needs it, eh?
Is that why you split up?
What?
Because she decided to find a career for herself?
I suppose. That and the other part-time job she was doing, I never got a look in, do you know what I mean? I certainly didn't want her working down a pub. All them flash gits chatting her up.
So, in other words, you'd prefer to keep an eye on her?
Yeah, if you like. Why not?
Who ended the relationship, Mr. Scott?
She did. Look, I was all set to marry her. I told her enough times. That's why I took a mortgage out on this place. At least I would have got her away from her mum and dad. She could have stayed at home. She didn't have to work. I could have taken on more commissions. But she had to do it her own way.
When you said part-time jobs, there was actually only the one job, wasn't there? At the Bird's Nest pub.
Nah, there was another one. Only she never told her mum and dad. They'd have gone even more ape.
Well, what other one?
Some office work, some geezer. But I reckon he's a con artist.
Why?
Jeanette said he never paid his bills. The way she talked about him, you'd think he was a laugh a minute.
Where did she do this work? At home?
Nah. Some office? Canberra Road.
Do you remember the number?
Nah.
OK, come on.
Where did you find them, Andrew?
In the service area behind Meadows' store.
At the back of Canberra Road.
Yes. We're still searching the area.
You ID'd them?
Not yet, no. But we've a pretty good idea who they belong to.
All right. Liz, give them a hand.
Yeah, I reckon this place has been used for quite a while.
Yeah, but it must belong to someone.
I'll check next door.
Let's try him over there. Excuse me. I'm WDC Broughton. This is WPC Page, Sun Hill. We're making inquiries about the property across the road. The office is upstairs. Any idea who they belong to?
Yeah, the estate agents by the arcade, they hold the keys.
Is anyone using them at the moment?
Not anymore, no. Some fella was once, and he went bust. That's what he told everyone when he did a runner. I reckon he was just another fiddle.
When did he leave?
Oh, I don't know, some weeks ago. What's happened? Someone caught up with him at last, I think. It's about time.
Do you happen to know what the man's name was?
Yeah. It was quick.
You must feel quite close to this lady after the past few days, Billy.
Oh, yeah. You could say that.
So what do you reckon's happened to her?
I think she's dead. I thought it all along, even before I started out this morning.
Right, Mr. Tony Quick surrendered this key to the estate agents 5 weeks ago. We haven't seen him since.
Any idea what Mr. Quick did for a living?
Well, according to the estate agents, it was some sort of mail order business, except Anthony Quick never seemed to do all that much business. They think he could have been using this place as a receiving address.
Yeah, what for?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, it could have been anything. Checks for non-existent goods, contributions to dodgy charities, you name it.
Did he leave a forwarding address?
No, but then again, he wouldn't, would he? Oh, and also, he hadn't paid his rent for 6 months. Left a lot of unpaid bills, apparently.
What about a home address?
I didn't know anything about that either.
Cool, sounds like she picked the right one to work for.
Yeah,
Did you say this place hasn't been used in 5 weeks?
that's right.
Take a look at these. Some of these are recent.
Well, this one's only 2 days old.
So how come they're not by the front door? What they're doing stacked neatly on the windowsill?
The last person in the office was one of their surveyors. That was about a month ago.
218 from Sierra Oscar.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your name check on an Anthony Quick, George. No trace on the details given.
Right, thanks.
Which means we still don't have an address.
No, the DRU might have something on him. I'll go back and check.
Right.
You know something? It feels as though I live in this street.
This looks like heavy going.
Yeah. This man who she worked for, well, I suppose he could have harmed her.
Yeah, it's possible.
You know, it wasn't my idea to take part in this reconstruction this morning. Mr. Monroe talked me into it. He said there was no one else and I'm supposed to look like her.
In other words, you were told to volunteer.
Yeah. And now the bag's been found. Well, I suppose the next thing is we'll get a phone call saying her body's been discovered somewhere. In here, George. Jeanette?
Yeah. I'm WDC Broughton. This is WPC Page, Sun Hill. Didn't know you'd be here.
Yeah, well, we are.
Are you all right?
I'm fine. Just I've got a lot of things to do.
So where have you been?
I'm staying out of the way. In a B&B.
Where?
Down the road.
Do you happen to know that your parents are worried to death about you?
Yeah, I expect they are.
Look, what happened, Jeanette? You do realise we've been looking for you.
Nothing's happened. Oh, it's just me. It's my state of mind at the moment. I just had to make some kind of decision, that's all.
And you made that decision on Friday on your way to work?
Yeah. It was hot. It was busy. There were too many people. Just seems like there's been too many people around me just lately. So I did it, didn't I? Just disappeared for a while. Got away from it all. Trouble is, I didn't get far enough away.
How do you mean you didn't get far enough away?
Well, I stayed round here, didn't I? Should have known better. That bloke I worked for, he knew all about disappearing. He'd done it enough times. Nothing ever worried him.
You talking about Anthony Quick?
Yeah.
Are you saying he helped you?
No. But I learnt things off him, you know.
So where's he now?
How should I know? He's probably opened up another business somewhere. He's not at his old place anymore. I've still got the key. Never gave it back. Been going there now and again in the past week. Somewhere else to hide.
Were you there this morning?
Yep.
Watching me?
Couldn't really miss you, could I?
So where do you think you're going now?
As far away from here as possible.
Now hang on a minute, Jeanette. We happen to have been put to a lot of trouble because of your so-called disappearance.
Yeah, I realise that.
And me in particular.
Well, then you shouldn't have been there, should you? You shouldn't have done it. Do you know something? I was all ready to come back. I was going to come home for good. And then I looked out the window of that empty office. I saw all those people again. The same people I see every lousy day of my life. I saw my mum, I saw my dad, I saw Mark. I thought, that's it, I'm not coming back yet. That's the last thing I need. Then I saw you. Wearing my clothes, carrying a bag like mine, walking like I walk. It's funny, really.
What is?
Well, the way I've been feeling just lately, I didn't want to be me anymore. It was nice to have someone to do it for me.